Hello and welcome everyone. It's a pleasure to connect with you on today's Insights and Viewpoints discussions, where we will be focusing on the value of process mapping in business. Let's start with a simple analogy. Imagine stepping into a kitchen to cook a new dish, and you've got all the ingredients, but there is no recipe. You start mixing and you are guessing how much of this to put into the pot. You are hoping for the best. Guess what? The results is that the dish might taste good, or it could very well be a disaster. Now, imagine having a step-by-step recipe guiding you from preparation to the actual plating of that meal. Well, in effect, that's the power of process mapping in business. It actually turns chaos into clarity and improves the opportunity for successful outcomes. In effect, process mapping is simply a visual representation of how a business functions, how it operates. And what process mapping actually does is lay out each step in a process, showing who does what, when they do it, how they do it. And whether it's a case where you are improving efficiency in an organization in a particular area, or for that matter, onboarding new employees, or maybe even identifying bottlenecks in the organization, process mapping actually provides a roadmap for success. It actually provides a roadmap for success. I wish to share with us in today's segment a few reasons why process mapping actually matters, because it does matter. Firstly, it provides clarity and standardization within an organization. Every organization has tasks that must be done the same way every day, every time, in order to maintain quality and reliability. And that's a hard fact about every organization. There are some tasks that must be done the same way, every time, must be done the same way every day. Otherwise, quality is compromised, and the reliability that is associated with a particular product or service can be compromised. Without a clear process, employees simply rely on memory or assumptions to lead them in carrying out standardized tasks. And this really creates inconsistencies in a business. A process map, however, sets the standard and ensures everyone is aligned. So whether someone comes in on shift number 1, shift number 2, or shift number 3, what the process map does is create clarity, and it creates standardization. The second thing I wish to suggest to us that emboldens the importance of process mapping in business is that it leads to improved efficiency and productivity. Yep, that's right. When businesses don't know where their efficiencies lie, they could waste time, and lots of time. And I've seen that over time. They waste time, and strangely enough, they misuse resources and waste resources as well, and energy. Process mapping reveals redundant steps in an organization. It brings to surface unnecessary delays. And it also is great for giving a clear vision to opportunities for possible automation and helping businesses to streamline their operations and do more with less. So, it helps to improve efficiency and productivity in the organization. The third, other area of consideration is that it's really great for training and onboarding staff. New employees, as we all know, often struggle to understand how things work in a business. And a well-documented process map can serve as an excellent training tool. And in effect, it really also helps to reduce the onboarding time and making the whole process of learning much easier for new employees. As a matter of fact, employees can refer to the process map instead of constantly having to ask for guidance. And this, in effect, will result in boosting their confidence and their competence, I dare say, in the organization. Fourth consideration is that of problem solving, and we all know that organizations will be confronted with problems, one way or the other, because we operate in a very dynamic space. So process mapping, fourthly, is great for enhancing problem solving and also boosting continuous improvement. Every business, as I said, faces challenges. They can come from customer complaints, they can be related to operational delays, they can come from poor supplier relationships. Every business faces challenges. Process mapping helps pinpoint where things go wrong in an organization and thereby allows it to make informed improvements in its operations. So take, for example, the customer complaint can lead to an improvement of the process by which the customer can both select, check out, and go ahead, leave the organization with really great impression of its operation. For suppliers, for example, you may be able to look at the issue of how suppliers are onboarded and ensure that certain systems are in place to get the best out of supplier relationships. In effect, process mapping helps pinpoint where things go wrong, and it allows businesses to make informed decisions. It can also foster a culture of continuous improvement by giving the organization, its teams, its departments, a structured way to identify, analyze, and optimize any processes in the organization. And the fifth one I leave with us is that of risk mitigation and compliance. Many industries require compliance with very strict regulations. What process mapping does really is help businesses document workflows to meet compliance standards and reduce the risk associated with errors or even miscommunications or process failures. And in effect, it ensures accountability and enhances a business's resilience so that it is better able to report on meeting specific regulations, be it health and safety, or know your customer, whatever it may be. Process management plays a really vital role in helping to mitigate risk and secure compliance in a business. So in effect, within the current business environment we are operating in, organizations cannot afford inefficiencies. They just cannot afford inefficiencies. What process mapping does is serve as an important tool that can drive growth and sustainability and excellence in the operations of an organization. So if you want to improve performance, you want to reduce costs, you want to create a more structured, scalable business, my recommendation to you, start with process mapping. Thank you so very much. I hope this is helpful to you. Look out for our next production on Insights and Viewpoints. Thank you.